Good morning. We're members of the Differentiated Accountability Task Team, which is made up of Jane Autry, Linda Lynn, and Jennifer Sammons. Differentiated accountability is currently being piloted across the state to replace the way our districts and our AEAs have been accredited in the past. The Chapter 12 requirements, such as courses required to be offered and taught, comprehensive programming, endorsements, special ed requirements, etc., will still be done, but via a desk audit, not by every 5 years site visits. Differentiated accountability is being piloted this year only with early literacy requirements and the collaborative inquiry questions. In the future, it will be expanded to include mathematics, science, and behavior. The diagram on the screen is lovingly called the atomic flower. Its graphic displays what Iowa has defined as our healthy indicators. As you can see at the top at the 12 o'clock, it's assessment and database decision making. Next down is universal instruction. The red is targeted and intensive services. In the green is leadership, and in the orange is infrastructure. These are all pieces of the continuous improvement process that should be familiar to us. You can see that the multi-tiered system of support, or MTSS, is shown in the flower. For this pilot year, Iowa is only looking at two parts of this system: universal instruction and assessment and database decision making. The collaborative inquiry question, is the universal tier sufficient, and which students need support in addition to the universal tier, use universal screening system found in Iowa tier, FAST, A reading, with a few other approved assessments used in K-3. A progress monitoring system is spelled out as well, all based on student data.
Because of the state's focus right now on early literacy, in October we sent out a C4K questionnaire that was to be completed by elementary academic strategists along with their collaborative literacy consultant. Thank you to those of you who responded. Of the possible 64 partners, 51 responded for 80%. You will notice in October that 71% of the collaborative team partners had not reviewed the collaborative inquiry questions. It is our expectation and the expectation of the Department of Education that the collaborative inquiry questions will be part of the coaching process with our districts. You can locate the collaborative inquiry questions online, check with an academic strategist or literacy consultant, or take time to review them the next time your collaborative team meets. According to the survey, a majority, 79% of our districts are using FAST as their universal screener. Notice the data on this slide. Knowing that having a building leadership team is the basis for school improvement, this data is concerning. This looks like a great opportunity to coach buildings. Again, looking at this slide, more opportunities for coaching. Developing a building level action plan is like a roadmap. Without an end goal, the destination is unpredictable and it's easy to get lost.
We also wanted to know where the building efforts were with regard to professional development in the elementary buildings. These decisions should have been made based on data. Each building block contains several dimensions. Let's look at a few of the aspects considered under each building block. Instructional time opportunities. Is there a minimum of 90 minutes of instructional time scheduled and protected for universal tier literacy learning? Number 2, standards and the enacted curriculum. Do administrators and teachers have sufficient knowledge of the literacy content, and are students getting the opportunity to learn all of the standards? Number 3, instructional practices. Are research-based, high-leverage instructional practices being implemented, and do they match the learning needs of students? Number 4, instructional materials. Are there available resources and materials to fully implement the Iowa Core literacy standards? Number 5, assessment for learning. What evidence is there to show the instruction is meeting the needs of all students? Number 6, collaborative literacy support. How does the building climate and culture contribute to successful and effective literacy collaboration while building home and school partnerships? Take a moment to reflect on the data. What does the data tell you? Turn and talk to an elbow partner. Next steps. Collaborative teams. Find common ground for school improvement. Consider using the collaborative inquiry questions to frame our conversations as we utilize our coaching skills. Completing the spring survey. It opens April 18th and will close on May 20th. Watch for the Friday news. Check for updates and information. Thank you for your time and attention.